Hey, Brandy, can you hear me?
Hello.
So I see you here, but do we still have that funny? We still have that funny screen.
All right. Oh, and you don't have anything else open, right?
I do
Yeah, can
not.
you hear me?
I can hear you. What in the heck is going on? I think that there is a. Are you still there?
Yes. Can you hear me?
I can, but
Okay.
I don't see us though.
I know,
Why
I
is
know.
that?
Let's see. My camera's on.
This is so embarrassing.
That's okay. I haven't shared it yet to the I haven't shared it to the community yet.
Kenya Arce Simmons is online and says she can hear me. But Kenya, can you see me? I don't think so because I got my
I
I
don't think so. I don't see us.
live with.
Everyone can see and hear you.
No, I can only hear you. Doggone it. Well, it looks like it's only Kenya at the moment that is on. What if I hit this countdown?
Yeah,
What is
I
it?
haven't shared it to the careers
All right.
and
Well, let's.
collaborations page yet.
I just hit a countdown. Maybe after the countdown it opens up.
Oh, we'll see. Let's see.
So we got 15 seconds to maybe something changing. Oh, there's a delay. That's so weird because it says 10 seconds on mine, and on my phone it says 20 seconds. So there's a
Yeah,
bit
I
of a.
think there's a little delay.
Okay, nothing happened.
Mm-mm.
My countdown ran down and nothing happened. Let's see what happens. We got 5 seconds or 5 seconds left on the other one. Let's see what happens there. Yeah, so I managed to show the countdown. How about that?
Yeah, I don't know.
I thought we were live earlier though. We did do yeah, we
We
did do a
did.
video.
Yeah, once you had closed out, think whatever other
Yeah, yeah.
software it was.
I see myself when I go into the set. I see myself.
Okay.
And I was just on a call, but I did that. Let me see. Let me change. I can't change. Can't change that. If I look at audio, audio is working fine. How about virtual background?
Oh,
Okay. I think we're in business. I
yeah, let me.
think we're in business. Let's see if this works. I see us here. Did that change? Yes. I think we're live. I think we're really live now, I think. So let's see if Do we have anybody else on? I think Kenya is still on. Kenya, do you see anything? Okay, maybe Kenya's doing something else now. Did you just? I heard you typing away. Are you moving it over to the
It
page? And
should
what
be
is that?
there now.
What is it that
Let's
you're moving over there? You're sending the link that I sent you?
no, I'm sending over the this live stream,
Oh,
basically.
okay. So
Yes.
that means we're live streaming on the group page? Is
It
that
should be.
really?
I'll check.
Okay.
Let
All
me
right.
check.
Okay. All right. Well,
Yes, we're live.
okay. So, hey, Brandy, how are you? So it only took us 7 minutes.
It's
Well, it only took me. Wait a minute. Let me get that right. It only took me 7 minutes to get it figured out.
it's our
So,
first time. So
yeah.
hopefully everyone gives us grace.
Yes. How are you doing?
I am very well. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing
Awesome.
well. Thank you. So let's get started. Um, I um, I think we should introduce ourselves, and then we'll tell folks why we're here and why we're doing this, and we'll talk a little bit about the organization that we're involved in. And so, why don't we kick it off by you? Tell us,
Me.
tell us a little bit about yourself, personally and professionally.
Sure thing. I am Brandy Starks. I live in Los Angeles, California. I have a consulting company called Diverse Ally, where I advocate for diverse organizations and underrepresented patients in the clinical trials industry. But I've been in the greater clinical trials industry for about 17 years. I've been doing it quite some time. Very excited to co-chair this community with you, Victor. Very excited about what we have in store. I think 2024 is going to be really, really special for us, and looking forward to getting to know everybody. And just want to say, welcome. Kicking it back to you.
Nice. Well, you are so sweet. It is a pleasure working with you. You say co-chairs. That's right. We're doing this together. So
Okay.
this is awesome. And let's see a little bit about me. You talked about you're in LA. I used to be in California a long time, and uh, I'm in the hotel business. I'm a hotel guy, true and through and through. Grew up in this business, went to school for this, worked at some fabulous resorts in California, and then made my way with another company that took me out to the East Coast in New Jersey, and then I made a few moves there. I was in operations for a long time in working in these resorts, and then I transitioned into courses, and then about 6 years ago transitioned into DNI, and I've been very fortunate to wind up with a hotel company that's doing some great work in this space, especially for lifestyle brands, doing it like no other. And I get to do both. I get to do
Awesome.
human resources and diversity, equity, and inclusion. And what's interesting for me is when I had left Wyndham, was one of the companies I worked for about half dozen companies over the years. And when I got into DNI, I was in HR and then transitioned into DNI at Wyndham just before the pandemic. And then when the pandemic hit, I was like many of us at
Mhm.
home and out of work, and my job was eliminated. And I was sitting there thinking, what am I going to do? Am I going to do HR? Am I going to do DNI? I could do both. My chances look pretty good, even though hotels are shut down right now. Probably could do it in other industries. And then, when everybody saw George Floyd be murdered right before our very eyes, I said, man, I got to be, HR is cool, but I got to be in the DEI fight. And, and I think today we're still back at it because now they're coming after DEI.
They sure are.
There are a number of folks weaponizing just the term itself, DEI. So I'm glad that I'm doing both, to be able to advocate for folks in that space. And so that's, me professionally and personally, how I feel about things. So um, let's talk a little bit about why we're here,
Yeah.
and why are we doing this live. And we want you to understand that this is from this organization, right? Am I supposed to do this, or are you supposed to do this? I forgot who was doing what, right? Um,
Well, I can cover sort of, you know, the why and like the mission and the vision if you would like. Or
okay,
actually, no, I'm looking at it. Hold on, because
I can
we have
do
a
this.
script.
Look,
We
so
can we can both do
I
it.
got it, and then you
Okay,
you just
okay,
jump in with whatever I miss.
all
Brandon and I, we are in this organization called the Society for Diversity, right? And it was something that I actually just during the pandemic, I was looking for what could I do, what other tools can I pick up while I'm out of work to get me back into the workforce, and I came across this organization, the Society for Diversity. They were doing a certification, and I went and got my certification, and that helped me. Um, I was already interviewing with Atelier Ace at the time, and so it just was one other thing that I could say I have that I could bring to the table with this company. So I owe a lot to this organization, and as such, I said, "Hey, is there other things that aside from the certification, how can I return it to you?" And there is this group page on LinkedIn called Careers and Diversity, the Society for Diversity Careers and Collaboration Group. And Brandy and I are managing this group page on LinkedIn, and so we want to get folks, help folks in that space that are trying to get into DNI or already in DNI, but maybe transitioning into another career role within DNI. And so we want to be there for you to help you out. I've been able to make my way through that, and I think I have some to lend. So let me tell you about the Society for Diversity. They are here to engage a holistic approach to DNI, and it dives deep into changing behaviors, expectations, attitudes, and the needs within different demographic groups. And we talk about how those changes will sustain or disrupt in some cases, because we all know there's some companies that don't have this in there. And so we may need to talk about how do we sustain that, how do we get something up and running, and that it's sustainable. It's not just the flavor of the month. And we talk about how that works now and how it can continue on in the future. And what else do I want to say about that? They what I think is cool is they're talking about the next generation of leaders to be able to be effective and operate in this environment. And it's always changing. My business and my industry has been, and I think in many industries, particularly what's been going on, just think about what's happening in the world now. And the landscape is always changing. And how do we do that? And how do we do it globally, as well? So that's a little bit about our organization, and why we're here today, why we're doing it live. And so you want to take the next level, next part.
sure. So just to sort of piggyback off of what Victor is saying, within our, the society has, various groups, and ours is called Careers in Collaboration. And, in this community where we engage on LinkedIn. We also have a workspace on the Society for Diversity's website for our careers and collaborations community, where we'll also be doing some engagement there and also providing resources. But in a nutshell, we really just want to cover this year lots of topics pertaining to some of the things Victor mentioned, like challenges, with the career. How do you get into DE&I, career advancement? We have actually a whole presentation of, the various topics that, we plan to cover throughout the year. Also, we along with Karen and Amber and other members of the society, we disseminate job opportunities. So please check back often to look out for those.
Cool. So this would be the part when we do these lives where we're going to ask for some collaboration. It'll be collaboration time, and we would want to hear from you. I don't think we actually have anybody on at the moment.
I don't think anyone's on at the moment.
Yeah.
That's okay.
So I will say this though, Brandy is being very modest when she said we have this stuff together. Brandon and I met last year, probably in the fall, I think it was. Yeah. And we talked about doing this, and Brandy came to the meeting with a whole social media content calendar that had the whole year already spelled out. And so we got lots of topics that we're going to go through each month. We have polls we're going to do each week. We'll have a particular topic. We will do a poll on that topic. We'll talk about books around that topic. And so we're looking for folks to go onto the page and interact with that poll. I did a poll just before we started, and we did have one participant. I saw what it was 100%. I was excited. Wow, 100%. Well, yeah, we had one person that had taken it. So, hey, I'll take that.
Hey.
And so we want you to engage on the page. So if we got a poll, go take the poll. If we got a topic, tell us what you think. I say this in in classes that I lead when we talk about, D&I. And I will say at the top of the class, I may say something that you don't agree with. I may say something you don't agree with. And I hope what I hope is that if you disagree with it, that you bring it to the table and say, hey, wait, let's talk about this. I'm not sure I feel the same way, or I have issue with that about it. And so in this space, yes, we're talking about career and career and resources around careers. And so I've been doing this a long time, and I think pretty highly of myself, and I think I know a lot, but I know that I don't know everything. And so the idea is to jump on there and help each other out. That's what I want to see happen on this, is that we're helping each other out. Those that are looking for work, or those that are looking to make a change in their career, and they want to change in the industry, or they want to get into this space. People reach out to me all the time. How do I do what you do? How do I get into D&I? So this will be the space to be able to do that. So I don't think any questions have been coming in that I see. So what else do you think we should? What else do we want to do?
I can share the sort of list, sort of the schedule for this year. Yeah, okay. Let me do that. Oops.
While she's pulling that up, again, we plan to be active on there. We plan to engage on there. So if you get in there and make a comment, we're going to be hitting that like button, or we're going to comment. If you got questions, make sure you do hit us up on there. We will be checking that out pretty regularly. So we plan to be active on there.
I presume others can see.
I don't know. So you are sharing your screen?
I am. Let me see. Let me make sure. Y'all give us grace.
Yeah.
Let me make sure it's coming up.
Yeah, it's kind of funny with the delay. Looking over, I don't see anything over my phone.
Let's see. I want to see if I'm sharing anything.
I don't think so. But why don't you?
Think so. I
Don't think you have to go through all for this. It's our first one for this. Why don't you just get go hit
yeah.
hit hit like 3 or 4 months just to give people a flavor, give people a little
Yeah,
taste.
sure. So obviously we're doing, orientation and introductions now. You're getting to know us. We're getting to know you. We want to know how can we best serve you? How can we best serve, the community? Basically what we'll be doing is about every month we'll have a sort of like a theme, a topic that we want to discuss. We'll have a live session that we'll bring in guest speakers, but it'll be fun, it'll be lively. And so some of the topics that we'll have, personal branding, why is it important, and how to craft your own personal and unique brand. Securing a job. We'll discuss resume development, job search strategies, the interviewing process, and negotiating a salary that reflects your worth. Also, work life balance, self care. This work can be really daunting. How do we care for ourselves and not allow our careers to dominate our lives? Mentorship and peer support. We love to pair individuals to do sort of like a one-time mentoring session. We're all mentors and we're all mentees in some capacity. There's also networking, so growing our reputation, building collaborations. Lots of times, when people get together, we can accomplish much greater things than we can if we're just doing it all alone. Like, share what inspires you. You may have some partners that you can call in to accomplish some really ambitious things. Career challenges. This type of work can also feel quite lonely. How do we face challenges at work with courage and grace? And how do we manage, career setbacks? You get laid off, or, there's a project that you put a lot of effort into, and, you presented it to leadership, and, they just decided not to go through with it, even though you're really passionate about it, and it can make a really big difference. Like, how do we deal, with those emotions? Thriving in leadership roles, like when you are the decision maker or you have to present to the board, what's that like, and how do we build, those leadership skills? Looking at DE&I across industries. So obviously there are principles that are standard across the board, right? But some industries have like different nuances. So for me, for instance, I work in clinical trials. We have sort of like an internal DE&I component, but then there's the external, as we try to, get more representation in clinical trials, which, is a real, almost a crisis right now. Continuing education. So it's important to say.
Okay, wait, no, hold on a second, Brain. You don't need to give away everything. Let's let them.
Oh, okay. I'll back up.
Give something to
I was on a roll. I
Yeah,
was on a roll.
let's have them wanting more. So that's some good
That
stuff
was
right
that was a
there.
flavor. Okay. It was supposed to be just a little seasoning.
That's
And
right.
it was too much seasoning.
You
That's
give
okay.
about 6, 7 courses going on there. So really good stuff though. Like
Yes.
remember what I said? Like, she came with a whole social media calendar. So you were in store for a lot of good stuff. So
Yes.
those of you
And
that
invite your friends.
yeah,
Invite your
exactly.
colleagues to
Yes.
join us. We'll have a really great time. You'll learn so much, and we'll learn from each other. So that's, the best part about it, right?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
so for those of you that caught this recording, certainly drop a like on there, right? And then,
Please.
tell us what you think. Tell us what you think about it so far. Tells if you're looking for something else. We probably already got it. I cut her off a little too early, so we probably already got it. But if there was something you didn't hear, drop it on there, because if we did miss it, we want to make sure we get that in there. So let us know if we're missing anything. And then again, I'm looking for you all to share your thoughts and experience as well, right? When I was one of my roles was a youth development worker, and one of the phrases we used a lot, we use it in the Black community. Each one, what is it? Each teach one, each one, each
Each
one
one
teach
teach
one,
one, teach
each
one.
one teach one. And so um, I want to make sure that that is living long and strong with us on this group page. So looking for lots of engagement. Let's encourage each other. And again, that you can have a little disagreement on our page as well. Let's just make sure we're being respectful of each other and have good conversation. That's where growth happens, is when we challenge each other. So let's do a little of that too. So Brandy, I think we covered it all. I don't think we need to do anything else. Is there anything that let's sort of close this out for now. We will
Yeah.
do them longer. Oh, what wasn't mentioned is we're going to continue to do lives each
Yeah.
month. We will kick off a live. We'll probably have a third person on here
Yeah.
where Brandy and I will bring on someone in this on that particular topic that we're going to cover for the month. So we'll kick it off with a live, probably the first week, and then you'll see these other engaging activities that happen the rest of that week. So it is, Brandy, I'm looking forward to this. It's a pleasure having you with me on the journey. And thanks for those of you that are watching the recording. And is there anything, Brandy, you can have a final words, anything you want to say before we
There's
close?
there's nothing. I'm excited. I'm ready to get going. I'm ready to learn. I'm ready to contribute. So yeah, let's have a fantastic 2024.
All right. We're going to leave it right there. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day. Take care. See you, Brandy.
Bye.
Bye.